this next value ties in with the idea of karma yoga, which comes up in the Bhagavad Gita. Many, many times we hear this idea of karma yoga, especially in chapter 3, where Bhagwan talks about the whole idea of karma, action, how to act in the world. So here he brings a very important value. It is Nityam Samachittatvam Ishtanishtopapatishu. Nityam Samachittatvam Ishtanishtopapatishu, which means that the same meaning as I said in the second chapter, Karma Yoga, meaning Yogastah Kuru Karmani Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchate. What Bhagavan is talking about here is sameness of mind. We hear this word, equanimity. It is having a relatively sane mind in what? In Ishta, desirable, favorable situations. Ishta means favorable situations. And it's very, very difficult to have an equal-minded and favorable situation, because immediately we feel elated. When something happens, when I want something to happen and it happens, the feeling is joy, elation. There's no harm in feeling joy. There's no harm feeling happy. But we're talking about extreme. Everything Bhagavan discusses here is in extremes. Don't go extreme up like a yo-yo and then down like a yo-yo. So this yo-yo thinking is what Bhagavan is saying you should avoid. Be same. Samam means same. Again, English same comes from Sanskrit samam. So be the same in Ishta, desirable, favorable situations. Take it coolly. Take it as prasadam. Yes, something you wanted has happened in your life. Yes, wonderful, I accept it. It is Bhagwan's prasadam, but don't become over-related, because then the opposite will come. And Bhagwan says, again, Ishta, Anishta as well. This is where you need to get more sameness. Anishta means undesirable, unfavorable situations. Again, they vary from degree to degree. Different degrees are varying. Anishta means unfavorable situations in life. And there's a third type of situation we also experience in life, which is called udasina, which means situations to which we are indifferent. We don't care. We're not for that situation. We're not against it. There are many situations in life we couldn't be bothered about. But the most of the time, there are unpleasant and pleasant that we have to deal with. So what is this value discussing? It is talking about the reactions to these three types of situations that life throws at all of us. How do I react to these situations that life throws to all of us? The main gist of this value is to understand this too shall soon pass. This is a mantra that was given by Lord Krishna to Yudhishthira on the battlefield when he was feeling very depressed, dejected. He was feeling so low, and he asked Krishna, what should he do? And Krishna says, you read this. He gave him a ring. He said, there was an inscription on the ring. He said, you keep this ring, you read it. Every time you're feeling low, you will feel better. And what is that? This too shall soon pass. This is nothing in life is going to last. Even this coronavirus, COVID, however much suffering, however much pain we're seeing, it's unpleasant. It is not going to be forever. This is something we should have in our mind. This is something, again, another fact of life. This too shall soon pass. No sense of loss if it doesn't. You see, when we say this too shall soon pass, even the pleasant situation passes. Even that should be seen. When there's a pleasant situation, also we should know in the back of our mind, it is not going to last forever. If I understand these facts, again, facts of life, Krishna is making very clear to us. The unpleasant also will pass, but the pleasant also will pass. Now, it doesn't mean when I'm in a pleasant, joyful situation, like I'm on holiday. Suppose I'm on holiday in Hawaii, enjoying my holiday. Every day I think, this too shall soon pass, this too shall soon pass. That is, again, not being very intelligent. It is enjoying your holiday, enjoying the moment. But when the holiday ends, you're ready to let go. You're not hanging on to it. You're not thinking, oh no, I have to go back to London, cold, damp, wet, here it was nice and sunny. No, move on. I had a nice break. This is what Bhagavan's saying. Have that type of attitude to life as well. And he says here, upapattishu, When they arise, as they arise, how should your reaction be? Nityam samachittatvam. You should not get elated. Samachittatvam means have that sameness, relative sameness of mind, equanimity of mind, freedom. Actually, it means freedom from elation and depression. Freedom from being very, very high one moment, very, very low the next moment. And when, how long do I have to practice this? Nityam, he says, all the time, not just for 1 hour in the day or 1 day in a week or 1 week in a year, all the time, your reactions have to be measured in life. How do I handle challenges in life? When desirable happens, I don't go up in elation. When undesirable happens, I don't become upset and sad. And the next value is going to teach us how to maintain this equanimity. That's the beauty of it. These values come in pairs. In this value, Krishna discusses what the value of samatvam is. But in the second value, which goes along with this value, he talks about how to gain that samatvam. So in this value, he says, you will definitely get 4 types of results in your life. What are these 4 types of results we get in our life? The first result in life is getting equal to what I want. This I don't have any problem with. If I get equal to what I want, and let's use an example. I get the promotion. I've been waiting for a promotion for years. I get that promotion. It is just what I wanted, equal to what I want. Sometimes another type of result can come in our life, and we also love this type of result. We can get more than what I wish. We can get more than what I want. That is very rare, but it does happen sometimes. Boss comes into the room and says, you're not just getting the promotion you waited for years. I'm going to promote you double. I'm going to give you a double promotion. You're going to go up even further in the corporate ladder. Very, very happy. So you get more than what you want. We have no problems with this. But there are 2 more types of results, and those are the results in life we always fall at. Our reactions start happening less than what you want. So your boss comes in the room, you're all excited. Everybody says in the office, you're the one going to get this promotion. You've been waiting for years. You've worked so hard. And the boss announces somebody else's name. Somebody else got the promotion in your place. So less than what you want, definitely less. And you could get totally opposite to what you want. That is the last type of result that we can get in life. And that also happens sometimes. Unexpected, totally unpleasant, totally opposite to what I want. Boss comes in and you're expecting the promotion. And instead of promotion, he demotes you instead. Totally opposite to what you expected. Any of these 4 results can happen to any of us in our life. These are the facts of life. So unpleasant and pleasant are always there, and non-avoidable situations are always there. They are not in our hands. That's the key. We've been saying this for many of those values. Unpleasant or pleasant situations that happen to us in our life are not in our hands. They are in Ishvara's hands. Bhagavan is the karma phaladata, and that's where the next value comes. But I will explain a bit more of this value. But the key to understanding this value is that you are not the cause for the results of action in your life. The Lord is the cause for the results of action in life. Once you accept that fact, you are not the cause for the result. You will never judge yourself for success or failure based on what happens to you. You will never judge yourself at all, because it is prasadam. Every moment is prasadam for me. Whatever is happening in my life, however difficult it is from the altar of Bhagavan. It is prasadam. He knows what to give, when to give, to whom to give. And that is the only way I will understand and develop this samatva buddhi, this equanimity of mind. When I develop this more and more, what happens? I find peace. We all want peace of mind. Most of the time, the mind is in pieces. It is never in peace. The real peace comes when there is non-resistance to what is. What is happening is Ishvara manifesting for me in my life. More and more I accept this, more and more I have freedom inside. I have a lot of space. So I will go through this value a bit more next week, and I will bring in the next value, Mai Chananya Yogena Bhaktiravya Bicharini. The key is devotion. The key to understanding the samatvam, to gaining the samatvam, Bhagavan says, he uses first person, he uses his self in first person in that Mai Chanyanya Yogena Bhaktirav, have unswerving devotion to me, the Lord. When you have unswerving devotion, like a child in the arms of the mother, no worry, no fear. Where is worry and fear? When the Lord is protecting you, the Lord is taking care. Where is the question of you there at all? Let the child, let Bhagavan carry you like he carries like a mother carries the child. The child has no fear what is going to happen because it trusts the mother fully. And this is what Bhagavan is going to bring up in the next value. Trust me fully, depend on me fully, then I will take care of everything for you.